Trap Politics TV, trappolitics.com, lifestyle, trending culture commentary. He is I and I am him. It's your boy Rel, and let the games begin. Come on. Come on. Come on. I want to. Now come on. A lot of funny business, man. A lot of funny business happening today. It's a Monday too, right? What a way to kick off the week, the work week. If you haven't known already, my name is Rel. Go by the name of OG Rel. For those who may know me, who may not, I appreciate you guys stopping through and kicking it with me. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out my website. I got some cool merch on there. Everything created by yours truly. I'm a mastermind when it comes down to a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mastermind, I call the plays. I do it all even when nobody's watching, like right now. But, the future looks promising. You know what I mean? I put a lot of time and effort into making sure everything is done and fine-tuned properly to deliver it to you. Yeah. And it's a growing process, through and through anyways. So, with that being said, I appreciate you, man. And we're going to get into this news, man. We're going to get into some of the bullshit that's been happening today, man. And, my heart is a little, not broken, not in turmoil. Today was a very productive day, though, for myself, I must say, man. I did a lot of homework, as I continue to learn, grow, and build in this marketing field. A lot of research. But man, today was definitely a very productive day on my end. But in the news and in the lifestyle and in trending culture, a lot of bullshit has happened. And I'm pretty sure you guys have read the title. You guys probably seen the thumbnail. It's something that needs to be talked about. You dig? And these are just my views. This is just my perspective. It's something that I hope you guys are able to you don't necessarily have to agree with what the hell I'm talking about, but at least, some food for thought, you know what I mean? Some food for thought. Now let's get into it. DaBaby and DaniLeigh. I woke up this morning, right, and I'm like everybody else did, questioning what the hell is happening, right? Everybody who's who kind of pays attention to the fuckery in media was kind of baffled by what the hell was going on. A lot of violation was happening, right? So apparently, the way how the story was unfolding was that DaBaby and DaniLeigh was laid up, at some point or another. She came over to Duke's crib, cooked Duke food, had DaBaby over. They were having a very mellow, chill time. And then something with the plan B led to him moving on to plan B. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Hold on. Wait. One second. Something about a plan B had him moving on to plan B. He was like, you know what? This is not what he had planned for the night. So apparently she came over, they were kicking it and whatnot. And he was like, you know what, you can leave if you know what I'm saying, if you ain't trying to, just mellow out and handle your business after you get out of here. Or maybe he had, according to the story, he had other plans and whatnot, right? He had other things about to come through or whatever, and she was waiting for the plan B to come through, and she wasn't leaving. And then he was like, nah, you got to get out of here. And she was like, I ain't going nowhere. And then all of a sudden shit erupted. Maybe the plan B came and she still wasn't leaving because I guess she figured out that, hey, he got other things going on. Now, aside from what the story was, right? Aside from all that, because I'm pretty sure you guys can look it up and really do your own research and find out the type of fuckery that was going on there. It got me thinking, right? Like, about choices and the decisions people make, and then the repercussions that come behind it. It's like, who you're dealing with before you decide to go forward. Most people do their homework when it comes down to the people that they deal with. Nobody blindly just get involved with somebody off of lust, right? Or maybe that was the situation with her, right? She probably was she probably lusted over this dude, you know, gave him all of her, and she didn't think that this dude maybe have other options. It's like DaBaby has a very horrible track record when it comes down. You can even listen to it in his music. You know what I'm saying? His music, he describes himself as a bona fide pimp. He smashes him and dashes him. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to him to move on to the next. So it's like, what makes you think that you're something different? And then when this stuff starts happening, just because you give someone a child doesn't necessarily mean that this person even respects you, because there's a lot of violation coming out of DaBaby's mouth. In those lives, you know what I'm saying? Call her a side chick, bona fide side chick, you know what I'm saying? Take this shit to Maury because he doesn't, you know, he's about to disown DaBaby and shit like that. Those videos were wild to look at, very cringe to look at too, because Danny wasn't looking the best, you know, no makeup on. I mean, look at the picture, no makeup on. Ears sticking all the way out, hair tied up in a bunch. She wasn't looking her best, man, and wasn't looking her best in the video either. And it was a little heartbreaking to watch too. You know what I'm saying? To be like, why are you putting yourself through this? Now, you know, some niggas will look at me and be like, nigga, stop being a fucking simp. Stop being one of those, you know, pimping is what pimping does. And if the nigga is kicking her out, let him kick her out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. You made your bed, not laying it. You know what you was getting yourself into before you got here. You know what I'm saying? Why are you mad at him? You know what I'm saying? You chose to be here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is at the end of the day. But sometimes, man, it's kind of hard to see people with a good heart, because she looks like, you know, she expected more. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to cry. It looks like she was holding back tears like a motherfucker. You know when people have that fake smile? You know what I'm saying? They trying to play it off and shit like that. And as I was watching that shit, I was like, she about to cry in the car. No, she's definitely crying in the car. You know what I'm saying? Very heartbroken, beaten, battered, emotionally. It was just, oh, man. I don't know. It was definitely it was something to see, man. And to be honest with you, I don't really like getting involved in people in their relationships and shit like that. I hate giving people relationship advice and trying to, like, you know, tell people how to deal and dabble with their relationship. I'm not the best at relationships, but when I'm from an outsider looking in, sometimes you wonder what's stopping you from just being like, you know what, enough is enough. Because the track record between both of them too, it's like, never was that good to begin with at all anyway. So it's like, you know, I'm pretty sure in the past, from what I understand, from what the media tells the masses anyways, you know, they're broken up and then they got back together, and, you know, now they have a kid and shit. And it's like, you know, it's, I don't know, man, it's such a messy situation. And you can't really expect to get sympathy, you know what I'm saying? You can't really expect to get sympathy, especially when you know what you were getting yourself into, or you should have known what you're supposed to be getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? A tiger can't change his stripes, or a zebra can't change his stripes. However it goes, a motherfucker can't change his stripes. As I continue to digest the situation and the whole uproar about it, as the story went on from just what had happened in the initial moment of the argument and him kicking her out, and he's calling her a side piece and disowning the child, and a whole bunch of shit happening. Allegedly, the cops came and charges were filed, which I I just thought was fucking insane. She got charged. So on top of the fact that she didn't want to leave, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying, you know what, DaBaby did what he was supposed to do. You know, he recorded the situation. He didn't put no hands on her, you know, because at certain point in time throughout some of the videos, it looked like things were about to get a little bit heated, but he kept his calm. He kept cool. You know what I'm saying? His brother was recording. I think his other baby mom was there too at the time. So, you know, there was a lot that was happening all within the moment. And eventually the cops came, got her out of there, got DaBaby out of there. She ended up being home safe and whatnot, and got hit with two charges of light assault, which is crazy to me. It's like, how? That's insane. I guess a red bone ain't what he want. You know what I mean? Shots fired. Now, yeah, man. You know, now I say that to say this. I say all that. I digest all that. I commented on all that to say, what? Because now this is terrible. This is bad press. This is it's just bad all over the place, right? But how does it look being damaged goods? You know, for the ladies out there that put themselves in situationships where they know that they really shouldn't be fucking with niggas like this. The nigga got 3-4 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? What makes you something different from the rest of them? Especially when a nigga got a track record like that. You know what I'm saying? You know the history. You know the track record. You see the whole shit. The nigga rolls it out on the dirtiest red carpet for you. And you still decide to be like, you know what? I got the glass slippers or whatever. I'm going to walk down the red carpet, you know, to meet this guy on the other end. Because I believe that even though his track record is dirty, I think that I'm different than everybody else. Like, what the fuck makes women think that shit? You know what I'm saying? What makes y'all think that shit? And I see this a lot with like a lot of beautiful black women. You know what I'm saying? Is it desperation? I get it. You know, as you get older, you know what I'm saying? You're competing with the younger women who look way better than you. You know, you have no kids. You got your career. But what's your career without someone to leave it to? And for some, it might mean something. To others, it really is not that important anymore at a certain point in your life. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, you want to settle down and have something solid with someone who cares about you, who could nurture your feelings, who could be able to be that provider, that solid structure for you. You know what I'm saying? That fortress, that you know what I'm saying? I get it. At some point or another, you kind of look for that. You know what I mean? As a woman, just a natural inclination for a man. You know what I mean? What makes you think though that a shaky foundation is more valuable than no foundation? Yeah, what makes a woman just? What makes a woman value a shanty house instead of putting in the actual work to get that fortress, that solitude that they really want? You know, I see this a lot in a lot of American women, that it's kind of hard for them to be submissive, and they think submissive means slavery, and that shit is crazy. Because most men as leaders, how is a leader submissive? A leader is submissive in some aspects, but not the aspect that they are just gonna be, you know, a shell of what they are supposed to be. You know, in today's society, most men aren't men. Most men aren't men, if you understand what I'm trying to say. It's just, you know, most men are a shell of what they're supposed to be, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And what makes it worse is when they get with a woman that don't even value the fact that that just don't even value none of that. And it's just like this atmosphere of acceptance that it is what it is. I'll take what I could get, and I don't care if, you know, this guy is shit. I think that I could make it work, you know. And it just blows my mind because, you know, I see a lot of beautiful black women go and ruin what they could potentially have made work with someone who is potentially the best fit for them. You know what I'm saying? The right man. I mean, I listen to a lot of people talk about how relationships have been kind of eroded by this American capitalistic type of mentality of just, going for you and just being self-sufficient and not having to worry about, being a proud, independent woman, and all that shit is cool and whatnot. But at some point or another, you grow up and you realize, that if you grew up with parents that stuck together, like myself, you see that there is more to being a unit than just being, being by yourself. And I don't know. The future looks real grim, if you look at it that way. But I do feel like there is still potential for women out there to really, yes, you could go for what you want, but you could also get the man you want as well too. The one that could be your fortress, could be your provider, that will be able to value you for what you're worth and whatnot. And you should be able to do the same for him. You know what I'm saying? There's a role that you both play, to be to paint that perfect picture of unity for your children going forward, because the children are the one that really hurts at the end of the day, seeing things like this. Now that baby girl, has to, deal with that. You know what I'm saying? It's the baby girl that DaBaby and DaniLeigh got. Is like, how is she gonna grow up viewing her father? How is she gonna grow up viewing her mother? You know what I'm saying? The trauma within the mother now will be passed on to the child, whether or not it's noticed now or not. I mean, children remember a lot of things. Children feel things. The subconscious remembers things. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that goes into bringing up a child, even from infancy to adulthood. There's a lot that goes into that. You know what I'm saying? And that disconnect, I believe, shouldn't, that type of disconnect really hurts the child more than it hurts them in the moment. Yeah, they have this argument now. They might try to make up later on or whatever the case may be. But I mean, like I said, a tiger never can't change his stripes. So who knows what he might do later on in the future with a shitty track record. You never know what the situation might be. It's like sometimes the best thing to do is to hold out and find someone who really is compatible. That's one thing I learned as I grew older and whatnot, is that compatibility is what really works best for relationships. Not the looks, not not what you want, not what they want, but are you guys compatible to be together? Are you guys compatible enough to work things out? Compatibility is the best glue to keep a relationship together and build and grow and thrive together. Without that, it's like, the looks, the sex, you know what I'm saying? The resources, all that shit will run its course at some point or another. I mean, look at Will and Jada. They were never compatible to begin with. You know what I mean? The compatibility was obviously with Jada and Pac, because they had a mental vibe and connection from young growing up, and they're always, you know what I'm saying? They just had that kind of connection that Will and Jada never could put together. You know what I mean? So it's just my perspective on things, my point of view on things. I'm not right. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, leave it in the comment section. I'm definitely open to hear what you guys think, what you guys got to say about it. My views on relationships is definitely an intricate one, more that I could really explain now on a live, especially 20 minutes in and whatnot, with other topics like the cool gray 11s that I want to talk about right now. Yeah, there we go. That's it right there. But yeah, man, hopefully they work things out. Hopefully they get things together, and hopefully she moves on, finds someone who can be her solid foundation, and she does what's best for the child and not what she thinks is best or what she thinks she wants. It's just, You know, I think it's time for her to just, you know what, it is what it is. This isn't working. She should move on. That's my whole scenario and my whole topic on DaniLeigh and black women too. Sometimes put the time in and find, you know, what works for you and what's more compatible. Now let's talk about these cool grade 11s real quick as I wrap up. Whoever created shock drops, honestly, man, I think should get, you know, should get punched right in the jawbone. Whoever created shock drops should definitely get punched right in the fucking mouth, man. This is some bullshit. I've heard people talk about shock drops, and I heard, yeah, yo, a shock drop might be happening for the bred ones, soon, and this, that, the third. Not the cool gray 11s, though, bro. More reasons why I hate the sneaker app. Yo, the sneaker app is so trash. It's like, it's the worst thing to ever happen to the sneaker game, sneaker culture. The sneakers app is the worst thing to happen to the sneaker culture, period, son. It's like, it fucking erodes the whole integrity of the sneaker culture, all for greed, capitalism, and money. Like, yo, this shit is just... So apparently, you know, there was a shock drop today at 10 o'clock. I got the notification, but I wasn't really paying attention to it because during that time I was in my meditation phase. You know, I was definitely in the zone, you know, clearing my head, clearing my mind, getting my priorities together for today. And lo and behold, as soon as I really sit down, started working and getting my bearings together, I realized that there was a shock drop today, and the fucking J's that I forever always wanted dropped. This is like the Thanos. This is like the Infinity Stone, the last Infinity Stone for me right here. These are the last J's that I'm gonna tap out in the game. After I get these, there is no others. There's nothing else that I need. There's nothing that's gonna come out next year that I want. Even the patent breads, I'm not gonna want those. These right here is what I want. I mean, the patent breads would be like a compilation prize, a consolation prize, whatever you call it. You know, it's just gonna be, you know, the icing on the cake. But these right here is the cake, the cream, the cream of the crop. You know, and for the fact that they did that bullshit today, it's, you know, it's like, bro, you can't be serious. You cannot be fucking serious. I'm gonna keep my eyes open though, you know. Now I'm gonna be like everybody else, waiting for the full size run to drop in December 11th. I'm gonna be, you know, doing what I gotta do, get all my IPs ready to go, get my high-speed internet ready to go, get everything ready to go. You know, waking up wild early, got all my shit just on ice. You know what I'm saying? For the right time, right moment to make sure I get up and get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't get that shit, I'm gonna be hunting somebody down, and somebody gonna have to catch it in their ass. Pause. Trap Politics TV, trappolitics.com. It's your boy Rel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the website. I got a bunch of dope shit up on there, like a whole bunch of shit on my Twitter feed. My Twitter feed is pretty much like my blog. So if you guys want to be up on the latest and greatest shit, you check out my Twitter feed. This shit is crazy. Or follow me on Twitter. I got some merch on there as well. Everything goes through a secure portal, which is PayPal. So I'm not out here stealing anything from y'all. You know what I mean? I'm making sure that you guys get what you guys need, safe and securely. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, thank you guys for rocking. Thank you guys for supporting. For those who do watch, I do appreciate you. It's a small beginning, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep growing, man. You know, I got everything working. Everything is looking like it's coming together perfectly. You know, this is episode 8. Episode 9 coming soon. I think I'm around 10 episodes by the end of this week. You know, I'm gonna see you guys on Wednesday. And then Friday, God willing. God willing. Once again, it's been another episode of Trap Politics TV, Social Roundup with your boy Rel. And just like that, we out of this bitch. You dig? You dig? You dig? Oh. Poor DaniLeigh, man. Poor girl. Young and in love. Losing her mind. Some ratchet ass nigga. Shit is bugged out.